I started off with an even coat of turquoise as a base. Moving on to the inner, hotter part of the flame, blue-green was applied, making use of what I call the water trick. The paint is diluted with water in equal amounts, but before applying it in a manner of a wash, I first give the surface a coat of water. This will make it so the diluted paint runs into the recesses by itself and stays away from the raised details, unlike applying a more heavily diluted wash over a dry surface, which would likely stain those raised details. Once dry, I'll be intensifying the flames using sky blue, or you could just simply add some white into the blue-green. While I'll be making use of the water trick again, I'll just apply the water over the lower half of the flames, which are near its source. Here is where you may encounter some problems, since the more white a color contains, the chalkier its finish, especially when diluted. To solve this, as well as improve the jump from blue-green to sky blue, I'm using diluted blue-green in a 2:1 water-to-paint ratio, and after removing most of the paint on a paper towel, I'll apply it in a manner of a glaze. This thin transparent layer will blend everything together, and yield a higher value blue-green, and the previous one, which was less diluted, was applied over the turquoise, and the lighter the base, the lighter the color above. And this is how it turned out once dry. While good as it was, I ended up doing a further pass of sky blue through the water trick on both the flames and the carvings, alongside a glaze through the middle of the sword. With the brighter part of the flames done, I'll make it pop even more through some darker tones. Using dark Prussian blue, diluted in a 1:1 ratio, I'll glaze the tip of the flames. It is important excess paint is removed from the brush, and that we finish the brushstroke towards the tip of the flames, so more paint deposits there and we get a nice transition towards it. With the paint being so thin, it won't create a huge impact on its first pass, but after the second and third, the color will begin to build up, alongside a smooth transition into it. Mixing in a pinch of black, we can create the final wisp of smoke. But since this fire is more on the magical side, I instead move forward on the color wheel into purple, for a more interesting look. The application was just the same as before, but in a much smaller area. Thank you for watching today's video, and I hope you found it useful. As always, special thanks to my patrons, old and new, who made this Skaventide series possible. We now enter into the spooky season, and I have planned a couple of on-theme tutorials I hope you'll enjoy, so make sure to subscribe to not miss out.